Greetings and welcome. Thank you for stopping by my channel. My name is Ama Lightworker. For those of you who don't know me, thank you to all of my returning subscribers. I am doing this series of videos for N19 for each and every sign of the zodiac. I am shuffling a few cards from a few different decks. I always tell you the meaning of the card first, and then I tune in psychically to hear the spirit and spirit guides as to why that card showed up for you, what is the psychic message that it carries for you. Please always remember that these are general readings. If you like to have your very own private consultation, please email me at amalightworker@gmail.com or visit the website www.amalightworker.com. And of course, all of the contact information is listed below down here in the show more description box. For those of you who are interested to know more, I made a whole new video for each and every sign of the zodiac for download and purchase through Vimeo.com. Again, for those of you who are interested. In the Vimeo videos, I am doing an Akashic reading for you for each and every sign of the zodiac. And in addition to that, I'm also opening one more card to give you also some messages from the tarot cards. The link for the Vimeo videos, if you are interested, again, you are going to find it down here below in the show more description box. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you are not subscribed yet, when you subscribe, remember to turn on the bell notification icon and to set your preference to be notified every time there is activity on this channel. Always remember that I do a few live streamings for each month. I always do a live Akashic reading, live YouTube streaming for each and every sign of the zodiac for each mid-month. On top of everything else that I do, and you want to be notified about that. Happy time to you if you celebrate time, and remember, 34th signifies the new year in terms of energies. 13 doesn't start to kick in full until 34th. So for those of you who have an understanding of energy, Okay, please understand that the new year actually energetically starts every year on February 4th, and of course it's very close to the Chinese New Year as well. So happy energetic year to all of us. Thank you. Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising, and Cancer Moon for N19. The general feelings that I am picking up for you have to deal with change coming quickly and swiftly, and you need to act immediately. Having to deal with a circumstance where you don't get along with another person, could be about a fight, or you could be witnessing two people not getting along, having a fight, things that have to deal with money and finances that could be coming up during this time. For some of you, this is going to be a very emotional month, or at the very least trying to find some kind of a closure, ending of things so that new things can begin. It could also be a turning point in relationships for some of you Cancerians. The first card that I wanted to show up for you is the Eight of Wands. To me, it means change comes quickly and swiftly. Hold on to your head. It may not necessarily be the change that you wanted it to be, but nevertheless, you need to act quickly, or you need to move quickly. And sometimes this card to me also means travel. It also means all roads of communication are now open, and if you do live in an era of social media interactions, so this could be about posts and your social media interactions. For some of you, the reviews are now starting to come in. This could be the reaction of people For maybe you post things online, maybe you post videos on YouTube, maybe you post videos on Vimeo, maybe you tweet, maybe you Snapchat, whatever you do in other words. Now you are going to get the responses of people. If you are looking to get an audience, this could be you pretty quickly gaining new followers and a new audience. If this is about a test that maybe you're about to take, or maybe you already did take a test, now you are going to be receiving the results. If you had a job interview in the past, now you start to hear back, what's the result, what's the decision, did you get the job or not. If you publish something, now the reviews are coming in. Whatever work you did in the past, now people, co-workers, managers, or a boss or supervisor, now they are getting back to you with some kind of a evaluation of your work. You are going to be surrounded by compliments, or you could be hearing very good words or even accolades for some work that maybe you already did in the past. I keep hearing from of you that whatever work you did in the past, now it will start to reward you. For some of you, this is about your work and your career that is going to be rewarding, and maybe more opportunities will be opening up for you. You need to change your style of communication. If you need to learn new ways of communicating using the internet, using an app, maybe learning different words on how you express yourself, just so that you can facilitate the way how you communicate with other people, this will be made very clear to you. Something's got to change around your communication. There's going to be conversations around something that has already happened in your life. Could be about a breakup that has already happened, but it was significant to you. It could be old conversations about whatever struggles, whatever is your personal history. Things around that be coming up. Could be in a conversation, could be feelings about what happened, even it have been though a long time ago, because in some ways you need now to put everything into perspective. You are going to be involved, some of you are going to be involved in editing work. You could be involved in critiquing somebody's work, or maybe like an art piece. I don't know who does critiquing a movie. All of these things are going to be around you. Now, this will be happening in some kind of a symposium, in some kind of a networking situation where everybody gets to review everybody's work, or maybe everybody gets to see a movie and everybody gets to review the movie together. I also keep getting situations with learning in a classroom, workshops. Again, I'm going to repeat, symposiums, networking, they all seem to be coming to fruition at this time, and they're going to help you to turn something around for the better. So use networking to turn a circumstance around for the better. The next card that you have is the Queen of Pentacles. If it represents a person, usually it represents a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. This could be the sun sign, the rising sign, or the moon sign. Because this is a general reading, please don't pay attention to the gender. This could be a woman or a man. To me, this Queen of Pentacles represents somebody who has found peace and contentment. They are pretty happy with their possessions, material possessions. They don't necessarily live a lavish lifestyle, but they are pretty content with what they have achieved. They also have achieved success in their life, value community, family traditions, like the outdoors. For some of you with this Queen of Pentacles, there's going to be something going back and forth, because you need to resolve either a family situation with this Queen of Pentacles. You have to talk, discuss something around a living arrangement, okay? Living arrangement. Or it could be about money. For some of you, this Queen of Pentacles is showing up in a positive light, because through this Queen of Pentacles, she be facilitating you getting a loan, finding somebody to finance your project or your idea. So she's going to facilitate something around a financial circumstance. And help is in the offering. Maybe this Queen of Pentacles, for some of you, could prove to be very beneficial, very helpful. He or she be helping you to, I keep getting for some of you, cleaning the patio, cleaning the outdoor areas of the space where you live, the garden, the front porch, the backyard. It feels like you could be preparing for some kind of event or preparing to do spring cleaning, remodeling, renovations. So you are thinking of making changes, and this is where this Queen of Pentacles comes in. On the other hand, for some of you Cancerians, there's some kind of a negative feeling between you and this Queen of Pentacles. Either this Queen of Pentacles is holding a grudge, or you could be holding a grudge against this Queen of Pentacles. You not necessarily get a good vibration or a good feeling around this Queen of Pentacles. This Queen of Pentacles, for some of you, could be someone in the workplace, in the work space. So it's like you're waiting to see if this negative feeling that you have about this person will be validated, if they're going to be doing something to justify that negative feeling that you have toward them. So that's the case for some of you. The next card that you have is the Knight of Wands. If it represents a person, usually it represents an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. This could be the sun sign, the rising sign, or the moon sign. It means changes are daunting or intimidating. It represents a person whom people adore him, could be a risk taker, but sometimes this person also be insensitive to other people. I am told to put these two together because a conflict, a debate, a fight, or an uncomfortable situation could be happening between these two people. And somehow you are involved in the situation between these two people. This could be family members to you. This could be business partners. This could be friends. But in some ways, either you are going to have an argument or an uncomfortable situation with either one of them, or they could be having something going on between the two of them that seems to have some kind of a negative connotation. Some of you need to prepare to either move quickly, you'll be asked to travel for whatever reason. It feels like an emergency that you need to address. Some of you have to travel because of this emergency. But something could show up out of nowhere. Maybe like at a short notice, you have to go and do a job interview. Okay, I don't know what the result is going to be. Maybe in a short notice, you have to go and do an audition or a job interview. It feels like short notice for you to act quickly to do these things. Pay attention if you find yourself traveling. Make sure that you have with you the proper documentation. Make sure that you have the right itinerary and everything. So everything that you need to have with you. You are meant to have some kind of a sudden encounter. For some of you, this could be a romantic encounter. Because for some of you Cancerians, you have been dwelling in feelings from the past, how you feel about relationships of the past. And you are almost getting ready, closer to that moment when you are going to encounter this new person. Could be this Knight of Wands, with whom in some ways you are going to have a romantic liaison. I don't know how long this will last, but for some of you, at some point you are bound to meet this love partner, or somebody with whom you're going to have a romantic attachment or romantic relationship or liaison. I don't know what that means. It's not a word. It's a word that guides are using, and I have to tell you word per word what the spirit and spirit guides are telling me. I keep getting a certain sense of some of you trying to plan a vacation or a getaway to another country, to a place that to you is very spiritual, or is considered to be like holy land, pilgrimage, spiritual retreats. That's the kind of sense that I am getting for some of you. However, not everything will go as predicted. The next card that you have is Two of Water, a relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, the positive resolution of a conflict. So, for some of you, I mentioned a conflict. You'll be witnessing a conflict. This conflict could be between you and another person. Some of you are going to find some kind of a resolution to this conflict. You are not going to find a resolution right away. For some of you, this resolution to this conflict could be months down the road. However, you need to figure out what is it that you are trying to get rid of. Are you trying to get rid of your own negative emotional feelings? Are you trying to get rid of your emotional reaction to everything? Maybe change that so you don't have to be so react emotionally in that way. Are you trying to get rid of a negative relationship? Are you trying to get rid of a negative friendship? Are you trying to get rid of negative circumstances in your life? Some of you could be struggling a little bit with renovations, things that show up out of nowhere, they need fixing, repairing. Some of you also have to address some water-related issues. Could be flooding, could be other water-related issues that you need to address. You have to be very careful with whom you decide to open up your heart, okay, and how much you are willing to open up, whether this is a spouse, whether this is a love partner to you, a boyfriend or a girlfriend, a close friend, or a family member. Because you change your mind later on. You regret opening up this much. Secrets are going to be revealed. Some of these secrets, in some ways, are going to backfire. I don't know what that means. Maybe these secrets or things being revealed, not necessarily be secrets, but information, things being revealed, are not going to be greeted with a welcoming feeling. Some of you could be dealing with fainting spells. I don't know what that means. If you have a tendency toward fainting, you got to take care of yourself because you'll be prone to fainting. Some of you could be affected by flooding, adverse weather conditions, too cold, too hot, freezing. You have to address, as a result, things around the house that are going to be damaged, like the roof, pipes, electricity for some of you, but not necessarily. So for some of you, this is not the changes that you were looking for, but in some ways, little things are going to show up for you to address them. You could be pretty pissed off about it. So watch your reaction toward it. Two of Water, to me, it also means, for some of you, it's not about necessarily a relationship that is growing. Could be about a new relationship that is about to happen. It is about feeling that connection with someone, and maybe getting closer to that moment where friendship is now going to be transformed to maybe a love relationship, and you trying to figure out your feelings in all of this. For some of you, this is not about necessarily a divorce, but it's going to be very clear to you if you are in a marriage with the wrong partner, if you are in a relationship with the wrong person, there's going to be some indicator that speaks to you personally, and you are going to feel it in your heart. Then now you got to make a decision to stop seeing this person because you are not right for each other, or to put an ending to this marriage. So you not take action right away if you are married and you need to file for divorce, but you are definitely going to be thinking about that, because before a divorce happens, there is that emotional distance that take place, and you may be noticing that. So you're going to take a decision in your heart and you are going to follow through. But for right now, that's the first step, taking that decision, because this is what your heart is telling you. So clearly this message is not for everybody. Some of you Scorpios are going to be very much happy in love, or you are not going to be affected by love, relationships, or marriage. But for some of you, this is going to be an important turning point in a marriage that you have. The next card is spiritual strength. So to me, it means you are going to have everything that you need: spiritual strength, physical strength, if this is what you need, to overcome enemies, to overcome struggles, to overcome problems that you have with your health, with finances, with a business partnership, in a business. But you got to be patient. You have to rely more and more into your own intuition. You have to rely more and more into what your heart is telling you. There is no more denying happiness to yourself. If someone doesn't make you happy anymore, you have to decide whether is it worth it for you to fight to have this person in your life. Is it worth it for you to put time and effort to renew the relationship, or to let it go? Don't put yourself in circumstances, and don't promise too much. Don't promise more than you can handle. Whatever you are working on, try not to take on too much too soon. Whatever you need to do, take it one thing at a time. Accomplish one task at a time. Get one thing done at a time. For some of you, you could be getting ready to move, but maybe this transition could be delayed. It needs to happen a little bit sooner than you are planning to. So something strange around the timing when this move needs to happen, but nevertheless, a move is going to happen for some of you. Some of you are going to be drawing strength through religion. Maybe you used to pray, maybe you used to go to church, maybe you used to go to mosque, to the temple. I don't know where you used to go, but you are going to feel like you need to go back to these healthy habits. If it helped you in the past, it help you again. If you did meditation in the past and that's what helped you, you'll be going to that. If you went to the gym in the past and that's what helped you, you'll be going to that. If you used to have a support group, okay, and that's what helped you, you'll be going back to that support group. Protect yourself so that the universe can protect you. Help yourself so that the universe can help you. Sometimes things can be difficult, or life can be difficult, but you can also overcome it. When a door closes, another one opens. And that's the last message that I keep hearing for you, Cancerians. And I also keep hearing that some of you are going to be receiving money in some ways. I don't know if you applied for money, a loan, a scholarship. I don't know how money needs to show up, but I keep hearing that some of you are going to be granted some permission to receive money, or you are going to be granted some money. Thank you so very much. Do comment down here below if you'd like to know more. I have already made a whole new video for you on Akashic reading, and plus in addition to that I also opened one more card for you if you are interested for download and purchase. The link for that video is down here below in the show more description box. Email me for a private reading, amalightworker@gmail.com, or visit the website www.amalightworker.com. Thank you so very much for being here. Like, share, subscribe, and I will connect with you next time.